So, good morning, class. So, can you please stand for an opening prayer? So, Jerome, please.
Yes, O God, we come unto your presence, Lord. Holy Father in heaven, we praise you for everything in this world. Thank you for being so good to us in every moment of our lives. Forgive us for all the mistakes we've done. Lead us to your path, Jesus. Thank you for your unending mercy and for your unconditional love for us. This day, we ask for wisdom and knowledge that comes from you. We admit that we are weak, but we believe that we can do this because we have you who makes us strong. Thank you, Father, and we give you all the praise and honor only in your holy name, Jesus. Amen.
So, good morning, class.
Good
morning, ma'am.
So, before you take your seat, please pick up the pieces of papers and take the wrappers under your table. And if none, you can take your seat. So, once again, good morning, class.
Good morning, ma'am.
So, how are you? How was your day?
We're good, ma'am.
Very good. So, is there anyone absent for today?
No.
Okay, very good. Please maintain that perfect attendance. So, before we proceed with our proper lesson, let me show you this first. So, in this slide, what can you see? What are these pictures?
Bowl,
Yes.
pizza, whale, clock, CD.
Very good. So, we can see a ball, button, pizza, wheel, clock, and CD. So, very good. Then, next, let me ask you a question first before we proceed with our lesson. So, who can still recall what we have discussed last meeting? So, anyone? Yes, Nicole, please.
Last meeting we discussed about quadrilateral.
Very good. So, what are quadrilaterals? What is a quadrilateral?
A quadrilateral is a polygon with 4 sides.
Very good. So, let's give her a round of applause. Then, what are quadrilaterals? Yes, Jerome?
Quadrilaterals are square, rectangle, rhombus, trapezoid, parallelogram, and triangle.
Very good. So, let's give him a round of applause. Very good. It seems that you really listened to our topic last meeting. So, good job, guys. So, we have here an activity. The name of this activity is Draw Me and You Will Know Me. So, I have here bond papers. Jerome, kindly please distribute this to your classmates. So, then get your pencils and or pens. Okay, so here's what you will do. So, do you want prizes?
Yes, ma'am.
You really want prizes?
Yes,
Yes,
ma'am.
ma'am.
Okay, so since almost all of you want prizes, so just follow my instructions. So here it is. Draw a point somewhere in the middle of a sheet of your paper. Now using a ruler, mark 10 other points that are having a distance of 4 centimeters from the first point. So that's all what you will do. Then the first student who will finish the activity will raise his or her hands and then just sit, and he or she will receive the prize later on. So, any question about the activity? You will draw a point somewhere in the middle of your sheet of paper. Just a point. Then, after making a point in the middle of your sheet of paper, using a ruler, you have to mark 10 other points. Other points that are having a distance of 4 centimeter from the first point that you have drawn. Understand?
Yes, ma'am.
Okay, so I will wait for the first student who will finish the activity. Then you have to connect the 10 other points that you have marked. Okay? Okay, I will wait for the first student who will raise his or her hand. Is there anyone who is finished?
Not yet, ma'am.
Thank you. Very good, Nicole. So you are the first one who finished the activity. Then let's wait for the rest. You will be the one who will receive the prize later on after our session. So are you all done, students? Okay. So Nicole will receive the prize later on because she was the one who finished first the activity. So how was your activity? What have you made? What do you observe? Circle. So, okay, anyone from the class who can guess or who could guess our topic for today? So anyone who can guess? What would be our topic for today? Anyone? Yes, Jerome?
Our topic is all about circle.
Okay, so very good. It is all about circle. Okay. So before we proceed with our proper lesson, with our discussion, let me show you first our objectives for today's lesson. So at the end of the lesson, you are able to define a circle and its parts. Illustrate a circle and its parts or the terms related to it, like center, radius, diameter, chord, central angle, and arc. And lastly, solve problems involving the parts of a circle. So any question about the objectives?
No, ma'am.
Okay, very good. So let me ask you first, who among you here can define a circle? Do you know what a circle is? Anyone from the class? What do you know about a circle? Yes, Jerome?
A circle has no sides.
Okay, no sides. Okay. So a circle has no sides. Okay, so this is a circle. So circle is the set of all points that are the same distance from a fixed point. So when we say a fixed point, this fixed point is called the center of the circle. So this is the fixed point. So from our activity, the first point you have made was the fixed point, right?
Yes.
Okay. So we have here, so a circle is named by its center. So for example here, the center is named as O. So the name of this circle is circle O. So it depends on the name of the point or the fixed point. That's the name of the circle. Any question? Okay. So if none, let's proceed with the other parts related to the circle. So we have radius, chord, diameter, central angle, and arc. So we have radius. So anyone who can read this? Okay, Siron, please read the meaning of a radius.
A segment drawn from any point on the circle to the center is called a radius.
Okay, so a radius is a segment drawn from any point on the circle to the center. So this is a radius. This is the point or the fixed point. This is the center of the circle and a point on the circle. So any point on the circle that is connected to be connected to the center of the circle. So, or in other words, radius is a line segment. This is a line segment extending from the center of a circle to the bounding surface. So, or the circumference of circle. So, is there any question? Okay. Or radius or radii. Radii is named if it is, we call it radii if in plural form. Okay? You understand? Radii in plural form. Plural form of radius. Any question? Okay, so let's proceed with the chord. Okay, Nehemiah, can you please read what is a chord?
Chord is a segment that connects any two points of a circle.
Yes. A chord is a segment that connects any 2 points of a circle, or it is a line segment whose endpoints, these are the endpoints, lie on a circle. Any question with the chord? Okay. So, do you understand what a chord is?
Yes, ma'am. Yes, ma'am.
Again, a chord is a line segment whose endpoints lie on the circle. So, any 2 points, as long as it lies on the circle, when we say on the circle, it is over here. It is on the circumference of the circle. Okay?
Yes, ma'am.
Any questions?
No, ma'am.
No more. Okay, very good. Next, we have the diameter. Nicole, please read.
A diameter is a chord that passes through the center of a circle.
Okay, so diameter is a chord that passes through the center of a circle. So this is our diameter. It passes through the center. So a straight line, we have 2 radii here, right? If we can observe, radii is from the center to the circumference or the bounding surface of a circle, right?
Yes, ma'am.
And so, as what we can see here, a diameter is 2 radii forming a straight line. Right? Do you understand?
Yes, ma'am.
Okay, this diameter is a straight line. This is a straight line formed by 2 radii. Okay? Any question about diameter?
No, ma'am. No, ma'am.
Okay, very good. So let's proceed with the central angle. Okay, Jerome, please read.
Central angle is an angle whose vertex is on the circle's center and whose sides intersects the circle at 2 points.
Okay, so central angle is an angle whose vertex is the center of the circle. Okay? And whose legs, so these are called as legs or the 2 radii. So a central angle is formed by 2 radii with their, so 2 radii from 2 radii that intersects their endpoints that intersects the circle at 2 distinct points. Any question about central angle? Do you understand what a central angle is?
Yes, ma'am.
Sure? Do you understand? So this is an angle, and this is the vertex. You understand the vertex, right? Or the center of the circle or the fixed point. And these are the sides or the legs of the angle that intersects the circle at 2 points on the circle. Okay?
Yes, ma'am.
Okay, so let's proceed with the last part or term related to the circle. So we have arc. Nicole, please read.
An arc is a portion of a circle determined by a central angle.
Okay, since we already know what a central angle is, we have the arc. Arc is a portion of a circle, so this is the arc. It is determined by, as what we can see, this is the central angle. Very good. So we can have the arc if we have the central angle. Okay? Do you understand, class? Are you sure? Do you understand what we have discussed about the arc? Do you understand the arc?
Yes, ma'am.
Okay, so again, we can have the arc. We can have the arc if we have the central angle. Okay? Okay, so let's proceed. So we have here an activity. So since we already know the meaning of the circle, the meaning of the parts or the terms related to the circle, so now we will identify the radius, course, diameter, central angle, and arc of the circle. So this is a circle. Can anyone name this circle?
Circle O.
Very good. So this is circle O. Okay, so we will identify the parts of it. So who can identify the radius of the circle O? Anyone? Okay. Nicole? Oh, Jerome, yes.
Radius, there are segment OM, ON, and OP.
Very good. So we have here the radius O, M,
Radius.
O, N, and
OP.
radius or segment OP. Very good. So we have 3 radii here. Next, we have the course. Anyone identify the course? Yes, Siron.
Segment is MQ, NQ, and MN.
Very good. So we have the course. We have the course segment MQ, NQ, and MN. Very good. Next, diameter. Yes, Nicole.
Segment in N.
Okay. We have only one diameter, which is segment MN. Very good. Next, central angle. Yes, Nehemiah.
Angle in OP and PO.
Very good. So we have 2 central angles. We have angle MOP and NOP or PON. Okay, any question about central angle?
No, ma'am.
Okay, so last we have the arc. Anyone? Yes, Nicole?
Arc, PM, and PN.
Okay. So we have RPM and RPN. So RPM is determined by
Central.
the central angle, which is angle POM, right? Then RPN is determined by angle PON or NOP. Okay, very good, class. So next. So let's determine false. So I will call someone who will answer each statement. So Nicole, can you please read and answer letter A? So you have to read first the statement and determine whether the statement is true or false.
All chords are diameter. False.
Is it a false? Then why do you say so?
Mom, because
Okay. So yes, it is correct that it is a false statement. All chords are diameter is a false statement. Why? Because not all chords passes through the center of the circle. Okay? Because the diameter is a chord that passes through the center, right? It's what we have discussed earlier. Diameter is a chord that passes through the center. But the statement says all chords are diameter. And it is a false statement because not all chords passes through the diameter. Understand?
Yes, ma'am.
Next, Jerome, can you please read and answer letter B?
A radius is a chord.
Is it true or false statement?
False.
Okay, then why do you say that it is a false statement?
Because a radius is the starting point of the radius is in the circle in the center of the circle, and while the chords sometimes chords have a 2 points from
Okay, very good. So, letter B statement that says that a radius is a chord is a false statement, just like what Jerome said, because a radius it starts from the center of the circle, right? It is in the center of the circle and that is connected to
point.
to a point on the circle, and so it is not a chord because a chord is 2 points that is connected that forms a straight line. Any 2 points that forms a straight line, any 2 points from the circle or on the circle that forms a straight line. Next, letter C. Siron, please read and answer.
A central angle is an angle whose vertex is on the circle center.
Is it true or false? Okay, so it is a true statement because a central angle is an angle whose vertex is on the center. Because just like what we have discussed earlier, the vertex of a central angle is on the circle center, right? Okay, any question?
No, ma'am.
Okay, next. Nehemiah, can you please read and answer letter D?
An arc is a portion of a circle determined by a diameter.
Okay. Is it a true or false statement?
True.
Why do you say that it's a true statement?
It's false.
You don't know. Okay. Letter D statement says that an arc is a portion of a circle determined by a diameter. You said it is a true statement. But it is a
False.
false statement. Why, Jerome?
It's because an arc is a portion of a circle determined by a central angle.
Very good. So, just like what we have discussed earlier, that we can only have the arc if we have the central angle. We can only have the arc of the circle if we have the central angle, right? Okay, very good, Jerome. Okay, letter E. Anyone? Nicole?
fluoride always have the same length.
Okay, is it true or false?
True.
Okay, it is true because two radius or any radius because the the point from, because radius starts from the fixed point, right? And so it always have the same length. Any radius have the same length. Okay? Any question about
No, ma'am.
this? Okay, very good. So now let's proceed in another activity. So we have here an activity. So before we proceed, I will write first the. Just look first on the circle and study, and you can already think of what are the parts of the circle. You can already identify in your sheet the parts of the circle. Okay? You can already think, because I have something to give to you. You have to answer what I will write here on the board. Okay? You can already observe the circle. Okay. So based on the circle, so you have to identify each of the following related to the circle. So to the circle D. So we have circle D. So for example, in number one is already given. We have segment AE. So, and it says that it is a chord. So we have segment A and E. Okay? Can you see? We have segment A, E. And it is okay, very good. It is a chord. And so you will have to identify, just like you have to identify segment AB. What is segment AB? Okay? Okay, I will call. If you want to answer number 2. Okay, Nicole? Can you please write it on the board? Okay, let's just check this later. So number 3, Siron. Okay, number 4, Jerome. Number 7, Jerome. We have RBC. Number 8, Nehemiah. Please prepare silent for number 9. And lastly, prepare Nicole for number 10. Okay, very good. So, thank you. So now let's check if your answers are correct. So we have segment AB, number 2, segment AB. So the answer of your classmate is segment AB is a radius. So we have here segment AB and it is a radius. Okay, so this is correct. Number 3, segment BC, and your answers is arc. So we have here segment BC. Is it an arc? No. Okay, so what is this? What is segment BC? Okay, segment BC is a chord. Okay, remember guys, that segment BC, so this line is a chord, okay? Number 4, we have angle BDC, and your answer is central angle. We have angle BDC, and D is our vertex, and these two radii are the sides of the central angle. Okay, so it is correct that it is a central angle. Number 5, we have arc AB, and it is obviously the arc. So we have arc AB here. Okay. Okay, so this is correct. Number 6, we have angle ADB, and it is a central angle. We have angle ADB. Then we have the vertex of D. Okay, so this is correct. Number 7, we have arc BC. So we have here, this is arc BC, and it is determined by angle BBC. Any question? No. Are you sure?
No.
Do you understand? Okay, very good. So this is correct. Then number 8, we have segment AC. So we have here segment AC. And your answer is a radius. Is it a radius?
No.
No.
So what is it?
Diameter.
Very good. So this is a diameter. Okay, so segment AC is a diameter. Number 9, we have segment BC. So we have here segment BC, and your answer is a radius, and it is correct. And lastly, we have segment BB, and it is also a radius. Very good. So any question about the answers, about the parts of the circle? Are you sure you have no questions?
Yes, yes.
Okay, so let's proceed with our... Okay, if you have no question... Okay, let me ask you first, after we proceed with our activity, circle? Anyone? Yes, Nicole? Can you define what a circle is?
Circle is the set of all points that are the same distance from a fixed point.
Okay, so what are the parts related to the circle? So, anyone who can identify the parts or the terms related?
Radius.
Okay, we have radius, chord,
Central angle.
central angle, diameter.
Arc.
Very good. So, it seems that you listened in our discussion earlier. Okay, so now get your papers. Okay, then I have some activity. So, on your paper, please copy first the given so that you can also copy the table on the next slide. Okay, please copy first before doing the activity. You have to copy first. Okay, copy. Just tell me if you're done copying so that I can go to the next slide so that you can also copy the table, okay? Okay, are you done copying? Are you all done? Okay, so please, you just wait for your classmates. Are you all done? Okay. Okay. So next slide, we have the table. In this table, you have to copy also the table, and you have to identify. For example, in number 7, the given was the radius, and you have to identify the diameter. So in our discussion earlier, you know that a diameter is formed by 2 radii, right? And any radius have the same length, okay? Do you understand what you will do? You have to identify the missing in the table. Okay? Okay, copy first. Are you done copying? You can already start doing your activity. Your first and this activity. Okay, I'm giving you 5 minutes to finish the activity. So in letter A, you have to draw your own circle and illustrate the following. So for example, your number 1, your center is B. So that will be your fixed point, the vertex, okay? Okay? Okay, that will be your fixed point. So, and if letter B is your center, you have to draw radius BC. So you have to draw your own circle and you have to connect the points based on the given parts of the circle, okay? Is there any question about what you do?
Yes, ma'am. No, ma'am.
No, ma'am. Oh, okay. Okay, so I'm giving you 5 minutes to finish the activity. And if you finish, just pass your paper. Or just tell me so you can pass your paper. So please pass your band papers. Band papers. Okay. Okay. So do you understand what a circle is? Do you understand now what a circle is?
Yes, ma'am.
And what are the parts of the circle?
Yes, ma'am.
Great. Reviews.
Okay, so it seems that you already know the meaning of a circle and its parts. So now I'm giving you this assignment. So your assignment is you have to draw at least 3 things inside your house that best represent a circle. So do it on your notebook. You have to draw at least 3 things that you see in your house, inside your house, that represents a circle or any circle objects in your house. Okay, any question about the assignment?
No, ma'am.
Okay, so if none, let us stand. Okay, Jerome, please lead the prayer for closing.
Yes, God, our Father in heaven, thank you, Jesus, for everything that you have done for us in our life. Every day, and every day that we do that. Thank you, Jesus. Thank you, Jesus, for this day, for this time that you are here, Lord, that you give us, Lord, God, to just to study here. And thank you, Jesus, for everything that you give us in every day life, Jesus. And we give all the glory, praises in Jesus' name. Amen.
So before you go home, please arrange your chairs and pick up the pieces of papers under your